is your first time here, I'm the Northwest Fisherman Chris, and today we're going to be doing that Strike King Monster Bass Gold box. Let me flip this guy around here. I already did the Platinum box for this month, and it was good. It was pretty good. Yeah, so let's get started on this guy right here. So first up, of course, we've got our book with all of our information in it. Strike King Takeover, so everything in here is going to be Strike King products. Helping you catch greatness, the PB crushing baits. I already did this box earlier this month. This is the one that we're doing right now. Then there's the silver and the multi-species. I've been thinking about picking up the multi-species, just it'd be cool. So, Thunder Cricket, KVD Squarebill, Red Eye Shad, Chick Magnet. Let's see what else is in here. Just kind of a breakdown of all their different types of baits. Pointers from the pros about the Chick Magnet. Flat versus round crankbaits. Lipless crankbaits. Okay, I will stop us here. So it gives you a depth and location of like where you should fish it. It says grass, and that's the only one highlighted here, as you can see back here on flat versus round crankbaits for square bills. Gives you a whole bunch of options. Personally, I feel you could fish a lipless. I'd fish it absolutely anywhere, unless I knew there was a brush pile. That's like the only time I would not throw the lipless down there. Like brush piles and like super heavy wood. Other than that, throw it anywhere. This is about Thunder Cricket. Blade baits. Or like spinner baits. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. Throw this absolutely anywhere, any depth, whatever. Blade baits, I wouldn't fish it deep. Majority of them, I wouldn't try to fish them deeper than like 16 foot. I mean, if you're in 16 feet of water, or like more than that, I'd say like 16 to 18. I wouldn't even try to fish it in deeper water than that, because they're probably not going to come up for it. Plus, it's kind of out of its element. Now, a spinnerbait, you throw it. Okay, well maybe not if you're in like 30 something feet of water, maybe not unless you know that they're like suspending and they're too far down for your jerk bait. Bait hacks, live on Thursdays. Here's your astro table here, gives you all your moon phases and recommended better biting times throughout I think it's 2 months. I believe there's 2 months here. Yeah, February and March for the lunar periods. So this is incredibly useful. Everything in here is super duper useful. And then everybody that caught PBs with stuff out of the box. Then next month, I am so excited about next month. If you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know I'm a Z-Man guy. My second favorite bladed bait is the Strike King Thunder Cricket. So I keep both all the time, always. Anyway, we don't need to talk about Z-Man. We're here to talk about Strike King and see what we got in our gold box. Alright, let's start out right here on top. This is the Rodent and Crawdaddy. This is a 4-inch guy. Let's crack this open. This kind of looks kind of like PB&J color-wise. Let's see what it really looks like. Okay. Rip these apart here. You get a good idea of what it looks like. That color is cool. What is that? It's like black, caramel, and green. Maybe it's just a super dark green. The camera's not going to do this justice in the slightest bit. Like, it's not going to quite get there. But I like this. This is really sweet. I bet this looks just black, but there's like striations. Think of like a dark chocolate. Um, Not, I can't say ice cream. Like a gelatin, like a dark chocolate gelatin. You know how it's like really dark, and then like imagine like little bits of like butterscotch. That's really what the color looks like on this. That I really bet the camera's not going to pick it up. These look awesome. These will be really good, especially for like punching and flipping. Throw this on the back of a jig, or just Texas rig this or Carolina drag this. I like this a lot. This is cool. Definitely going to use these. And it's got the coffee scent and the salt. I like how they say coffee scent, but it only kind of smells like coffee. I don't know what the coffee scent is supposed to do for the bass, because, well, the bass don't go to coffee shops. But, you know, if it helps, it helps. These are sweet, though. I like these. I did not get these in my Platinum box. 99% sure I didn't. I could have. I don't have that thing in here, so I'm not 100% sure. But I know I didn't get that color. Alright, let's grab the next thing. KVD Opt Super Fry. This is Desert Craw. I know I got these. I know I got these in my Platinum box, but I know I didn't get these in this color. Okay, yeah. So you've got your... that's really neat. Okay, so we got 3 colors going on here. The back is like a green pumpkin red. And then the middle, you got kind of like a purplish color. And the bottom, of course, you've got that classic craw color, kind of a peach. This thing is so salty, it's ridiculous. Like, it's got the belly of it is just, it feels like a cat's tongue on the belly. There's so much salt. I don't know if you can, if there's any way I can show you guys. Yeah. There's so much salt in this. And of course this is a coffee scent too. And no, I haven't really looked into how you're supposed to rig these, but I would definitely, you know, these would make like a really good like drag and drop, kind of like Texas rig it and then just drag it across the bottom. I think that'd be a good ticket. Or you could just use it as a trailer. You could even rip this in half and net it, or leave it whole and net it, or wacky or Neko or whatever. Man, my hands are salty after that. Yeah, these have a tremendous amount of salt in them. Like, yeah. It's a sweet color. It's a really, really sweet color. That's another bait in this pack so far that's been 3 colors in one. I know I didn't get that color. Pretty sure. 99% sure. Alright. Another KVD soft plastic here with coffee scent and salt. This is called the Game Hog. Watermelon Red Flake. Not even mad. This is a fantastic color. Oh, come on. My hands are all salty and... oh wow, this is not making this easy. Okay, there we go. Finally into it. Yeah, it's silly salty. Okay, so this is, yeah, it's kind of like a lizard, but it's got these larger paddles in the back. This is definitely something for a Texas rig. 10,000%. This is a Texas rig bait. And you could Carolina this in a heartbeat. It's got a lot of density to it, so I don't think this is going to float, but it would still be a good Carolina bait. And that color, I mean, green, what is this? Watermelon Red Flake. Let's be honest, it's green pumpkin with red flake. I don't know why they don't just call it green pumpkin with red flake. I mean, it is a little bit lighter than traditional green pumpkin. But you've got your little arms up top there, your little lizard arms. You got your big flappers back here, and you got that short little tail. This is a sweet bait. This would be really. This is going to be really, really good. Man, it's juicy though. It's got a lot of salt. All of these are. Well, I mean, they're KVD approved. KVD is retiring this year from pro bass fishing, which is, it's kind of upsetting a little bit because he's done so much for the sport, and just conservation in general. And then I'd like to meet KVD. I bet he's a really cool guy in person. Alright, what do we got next here? Okay, so yeah, we got our red-eye shad. Half ounce, lipless crankbait. Let's get this guy open here. Unfortunately, this box does not say it's KVD approved, but I bet Kevin Van Dam approves. What's this thing weigh? Yep, half of an ounce. I think I already said that anyway. So it's a nice classic shad pattern. What's the color that they call it? This is sexy blue back herring. So, naturally, you've got this nice pearlescent blue on the back here, going down into a silver scale print with that yellow lateral line, of course. It's shad bait. And you've got that pearl belly. Nice tapered flat sides towards the back here. You've got a strong front. Got that big eye. Looks like really good hardware. I don't know what kind of hooks these are. I kind of doubt it's going to say what kind of hooks these are. Blah, 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 blah. No. But, yeah. No, this is great looking. This is great looking. Good hardware. All that stuff. Let's give this thing a listen here real quick. It's got your classic rattle trap rattle. Tons of rattle in there. That's sweet. It's a good bait. It's a good size. It's that nice medium size that I like for my lipless. Because, you know, some of them are 3-inch guys. This guy's probably 2.5. Super solid. Great size. Great color. Alright, what else we got in here? We got a golden ticket. That's for the live show. They do a drawing, and then there's a free giveaway. Got our sticker, of course. Okay. $40 off, or $40 gift card off of a lunker stick. That's MONSTERBASS's fishing rod line that they have now. But here we go. Premium tungsten jig, 3/8 ounce guy. This is a football. Tungsten jigs are so cool. Color on this is Camo C something. Yeah. Camok. Okay, so this is going to pair great with basically everything else that we got. Especially these, the crawdaddy. You're going to want to probably rip off a little bit of it. Lower that profile down a little bit. I'd say rip off the first 1/4 inch. Be perfect for this jig, especially being tungsten. Lead guard is lined up perfectly with the hook, which is a pet peeve of mine because they're not always perfectly lined up. The weed guard itself is that perfect amount of pliable where it's stiff enough that it'll keep brush away, but not too stiff that it might inhibit a fish bite, or I wouldn't say like block you setting the hook, but you can imagine if your weed guard was too stiff. Solid tungsten head. That Liberty thing right there. That's 3/8 of an ounce of tungsten. That's it. Let's check out the bait keeper on it. It's got a single molded. Oh, let's see if I can get it on camera. Single molded bait keeper right there. Stout hook. Looks like it's probably a 3/0 or a 4/0. This color pattern is pretty sweet. It's like a kind of like a light green pumpkin in the front, and the farther back you move, it gets a little bit darker before you get to the top of it here, where it's just kind of like a dull muted red, maybe like a dark crayfish color. Maybe that C in camo is supposed to stand for camo crawfish. That would make sense. But yeah, this is sweet. And I believe the one I got in my platinum box, because I got the same colored guy, was 1/2 of an ounce. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Either way, I'm not mad. This is one of those ones where I'm not mad that it's a duplicate. Which hardly ever happens. Actually, I think this might be the first time I've gotten a duplicate. Oh, yeah, I guess I should probably read this to you guys first. So this is Thunder Cricket, 1/2 ounce, blue-black color. This is a 100% duplicate of the one I got in my platinum box, and I'm not even slightly upset and in the slightest bit, because it's a blue-black Thunder Cricket. And what did I say this was? 1/2 ounce? Yeah, 1/2 ounce. 1/2 ounce blue-black Thunder Cricket. Got that blade. Okay, now, so the cool thing is, with, you could go back and be like, oh, the jackhammer's the best thing ever. No, the big blade chatterbait is the best ever. No, the original chatterbait is the best blade bait ever. The best blade bait is the blade bait that the fish haven't figured out is a blade bait, or a bladed jig, and they ain't figured that out yet. So if you're at a lake and everybody else in the lake has rolled through your fishing with a jackhammer or a big blade or a mini max or insert whatever, the chances of you fooling that fish for second, third, fourth, fifth time, they go down kind of drastically. Fish are dumb, but they're not that dumb. Alright? And that's why I always carry Thunder Cricket. Okay? Chances of going to a lake that has absolutely been like fished pretty hard with a Thunder Cricket and the Z-Man chatterbait, any of those, it's not very likely. So if I'm having a day where I think it's definitely a blade bait day, or I just want to fish blade baits or bladed jigs, I don't know why I keep calling them blade baits, a bladed jig, and let's say I throw my black and blue jackhammer for 1/2 an hour and nothing, but like I know they're there, like I got that intuition, and I'm just feeling that bladed jig bite kind of day, I'm going to switch straight to the Thunder Cricket. And I'd say 6 times out of 10, if I wasn't getting bit on the jackhammer or the chatterbait or insert whatever for bladed jigs that Z-Man makes, this is going to get bit. Or I could be completely wrong and it's not a bladed jig kind of day. But yeah, let's check this guy out. So you got some nice eyes there. You got that nice painted blade. Moving back here, I want to say that's a 5/0 hook, I believe. So this is my only like gripe about the. Oh, come on! Why is the skirt got to be right where I want to show you guys stuff? This is my only gripe about the Thunder Cricket. Okay, they could have done so many things, anything, for the bait keeper on this, and all the Thunder Cricket has is that little wire hook. I've broken them off. It's annoying, But that's why it's always a half decent idea to keep super glue laying around. And this isn't a hand-tied skirt, which you shouldn't expect it to be because it's, I believe the Thunder Cricket's like a third of the price of the Jackhammer. But I recommend the Thunder. If you're going to spend the money on bladed jigs, go get whatever you want in Jackhammer or Big Blade or insert whatever. But don't overlook the Thunder Cricket. Go pick this thing up in black and blue. Like that, the shad white, the silvery white. That one. And then you get it in green pumpkin. And then I prefer the razor shad as my trailer for like all my bladed jigs, but I will also use other things. Sometimes I'll put like a paddle tail on the back of it. I like that, or like a grub tail. Like if I have like a big worm that's kind of messed up in the front because I was fishing it early on like a Texas rig or something like that, I'll throw it right on the back of this. But make sure you don't mix your elastics with your regular plastics because it's just going to turn into a nasty mess. But I'm not even slightly mad that I got another black and blue. So, not even upset. This is a fantastic color. This is a great weight. Not upset in the slightest bit. Not upset with any of this in the slightest bit. 3 packages of soft baits. They're all incredibly salty, and they're all the coffee scent, and KVD approves. KVD's the man, Kevin Van Dam. The red eye shad, is that what they call this? Is it really red eye shad? Hold on. Yeah, red eye shad. Red eye shad lipless. Super sweet size, super sweet color. And of course, a tungsten football jig. Dude, it's not bad, no matter how you look at it. These are great colors. These are great baits. I really cannot wait. Alright, oh yeah, actually both of these. The Rodent and the Super Fry. I really can't wait to use that one. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I'm kind of dumb because they had everything for the most part put right here in front. Okay, yeah, Super Fry. KVD Super Fry is crafted using an open pore technology. Wow, I can't read or speak tonight. That's great. Which gives each bait a clean, multicolor, laminated look that is far more realistic than the mass-produced colors of yesteryear. Yeah, I totally agree. It doesn't really tell me what to do with it, though, which is kind of a poo, but yeah. Yeah. The only one the only one that I kind of really wish I would have gotten out of all of these that I didn't get is the chick magnet. Now I'm going to have to go buy one of these. Okay, so the chick magnet, it has a circuit board lip, and it's a flat side. So it's got a super tight wobble, and that circuit board lip makes a completely different, unique sound than like a regular traditional plastic square bill lip when it makes contact. Plus the chick magnet does 4 to 6 feet, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. It's the only one I'm upset that I didn't get out of between my 2 boxes, but that just means I'm legitimately going to have to go buy one. Yeah. Either way, I'm not upset in the slightest bit. I'm happy. I'm happy with the exact duplicate I got. This is actually, I think this is the first time I got a precise duplicate in any of my Monster Box boxes. And I have been getting Monster Bass, I think, now completely for a year. And this isn't one to get mad about. And with the takeover boxes, I noticed, yeah, it's been a year because I got the takeover boxes last year. I noticed when you get both boxes with the takeover boxes, the chances of you getting a repeat like drastically go up versus the normal box. Like, I mean, you get the same bait-ish, but it's usually always a different weight and a different color. The only time that was an exception was, I think it was November's Golden Platinum box. But that spinner, I got that in a 3/4 ounce and a 1/2 ounce. And it was a wicked color. I really like that spinner bait. So I'm not mad about that either. Because the duplicates I've been getting, one, you're not going to get these duplicates if you don't get both boxes like I do. That's a given, okay? Two, the ones that I did get duplicates of, I'm not upset, and I'm not upset. Like, not even a little bit, because the chances of me losing this are better than I'd like to admit. Let's be honest. Bladed jigs like to stick to wood. There happens to be a fair amount of wood in lakes, and especially docks. I'm not too proud to admit that I've fed lakes more bladed baits than I really want to admit to myself, especially black and blue baits that I'm fishing in darker water, kind of near trees, even though I know better. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and leave my link down below. If you guys want to support the channel and you want to get a Monster Bass box, especially with Z-Man being next month, I'll go ahead and drop my link down below. But yeah, I'm not mad at all. Not mad at all. I'm actually really happy. Because I use the black and blues more than I use the green pumpkin ones, and I always seem to lose the black and blue ones. But yeah, this is great. So this weekend I'm going on a steelhead trip, so hopefully that video will be up the end of next week, because you guys are watching this video on Thursday and I'm going Saturday, so hopefully I get it all worked out and I don't have any technical difficulties, but I got an opportunity to go fish a world-class steelhead river. And when I say opportunity, like, it's kind of one of those things where you can't just go. I'm not really going to reveal what river it is quite yet, because I can totally reveal what river I'm going to go fish for the video. Because a normal guy could not go fish there. Like, you have to have a guide. But I'm doing that this weekend. Hopefully in another week after that or so, I'm going to do my next update video for the Catch Power 100, because I've done a lot of stuff to that, and I'm waiting on a couple more parts before I can really show you guys what I've done to it and what I'm still planning to do to it. Preparing for the tournament season that is coming a lot sooner than I'd like to admit. That's April. I have a month. I'm thinking I'm going to do a couple of the Tiny Boat Nation tournaments around me too, because why not? The first one of those is next month. The lake it's at is a cool lake. Like, the lake is kind of a good excuse just to go fish that lake. I'm kind of surprised they're doing it, because there is a lot of hidden, like, stumps right underneath the surface. If you go watch my last Catch Power 100 video, I'm on that lake. And I mean, the wind's blowing pretty good in that, and you can see in the background just stumps appearing as the water rolls. It's 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 not a great boat lake. Like, I'm not taking my outboard. I'm gonna take my outboard off, and it's gonna be trolling motor only. Um, but yeah, that's new stuff coming up. Um, but yeah, guys, it's still winter. Like, we got snow today. Okay, we got snow this morning, but it was gone by lunch, but that's not the point. It's still cold outside. Respect the water. Be safe. Be smart. Okay? Um, if you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. That would be really awesome. We're getting closer to 1,000 here. And the most important thing, FAFO. Fish around and find out. Take care, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.